Hello and welcome to the Observe Conversations channel. I am VR Sampath, retired IPS, aka Sampath Ramanujan MFA. For more details, click the link below. Please subscribe and click the bell icon. Thank you. Let's get into the topic for the day. Brahmin narrative, part 1 of 5. This is a personal psychological account, a self-study. There is nothing here for the Brahmin haters. Please don't comment below with your pet theories against Brahmins. Your conditioned ideas and biases are not welcome. In fact, every community should have a few who are critical of themselves to improve the society. It's offensive if another community finds fault with yours without seeing their own fault. For Brahmins, this piece, as well as 4 more episodes, are born purely out of my life experiences, observations, and understanding. If you find something useful for your life, take it. Otherwise, you may ignore them. I was born a Brahmin in India, a South Indian Tamil Brahmin. As for me, my childhood was spent in a non-Brahmin neighborhood in North Madras. My Brahmin community was a minority island in a sea of non-Brahmins. I had therefore developed better ideas of equanimity. In the ancient Varnashrama traditions of Brahmin, Vaisya, Kshatriya, and Sudra, Brahmins were considered superior to others. I don't know on what basis. Times have changed. Attitudes have changed. There are no 4 Varnas now, but only one, Vaisyas. Businessmen. Everyone sells or wants to sell something which they have. It may be talents, beauty, voice, whatever. Brahmins are being considered by some as aliens. They are allegedly Aryans who came from somewhere in Central Asia into India through Hindu Kush mountains. Some weird theory, not proved, but came handy for the detractors. The reservation policy came. Other communities were given preference over Brahmins and other forward communities for government jobs, college seats, etc. Brahmins found it difficult to get admission into colleges and government jobs. So they started moving towards the West, especially the US. Hate campaign started in 1920s or before and goes on until now for over 100 years. The central and state powers appointments to higher posts mostly went to non-Brahmins. Please don't tell me still there are lots of Brahmins in higher positions. They are there not because they were Brahmins. They are at best exceptions and not rule. Brahmins have been reduced next to nothing in spite of their supposedly bright intellect. This was the situation when I started my life as a young man. The all-Indian situation was slightly better than the state. Hence, I could get selected for All India services and got posted to northern parts of India. That was another struggle. After a decade, I returned to my native place, Chennai, on a posting. Then, I started noticing what's happening. So far, my focus was on non-Brahmins' attitude towards Brahmins. Now the focus became Brahmins' attitudes towards themselves, their own kith and kin. To say the least, it was disappointing. I could also see why Brahmins were hated, their attitudes and behaviors. Brahmins may have a superiority complex that they are the best. They had the best brains, etc. Their behavior in modern times is abhorrent. They never accept anyone, Brahmin or not, however much their accomplishments might have been. This attitude I saw everywhere among Brahmins. If someone comes up in life, they felt bad instead of being proud. As far as I know, non-Brahmins felt proud if someone from their community did well and rallied around him or her. But here, all common courtesies are denied. Haughty appearances, arguments and fights for petty things. Boycotting functions and weddings for invented reasons. Hostility, that is the best they could do. After I quit the service and started my second career in the corporate sector, I experimented with living with others in a community flat. The community was again predominantly Brahmins. It was again disappointing. The attitudes were the same, if not worse. One had to wade through a sea of hostility for no reason. I did not need any more proof that there is something wrong not only with individuals but the community as a whole. All the while I used to blame myself and my way of handling people. I realized it was wrong. The community I interacted with had problems. All these findings pointed to one thing. that Brahmins are passive aggressive. They have anger issues and did not have it in them to express that anger. Where did their anger come from? Of course, from their faith and over-reliance on concepts like karma, dharma, merit, moralities, etc., which are closely associated with their belief systems. Anger arises when you realize reality is different. Seemingly, adharma is winning. God is not coming to your rescue in spite of your faith and things you do out of that faith. But you have to win. So the pressure is on you and you need to prove yourself. From this point, anger and passive aggression are not far off. This behavior of Brahmins was due to two interconnected reasons. They could not accept themselves and accept others as they were. The reason? Narcissistic and superiority complex imposed on them by ancient texts, traditions, and heritage that they are superior. But reality is otherwise. Their superiority might have been significant during Vedic days. I don't know, but not today. They could not digest this stark contrast. As a result, their behaviors became worse. Haughty, disrespectful, and gloating. Humility was something totally missing. They hardly do anything Vedic also. They live exactly the same way as others, except the language a little bit, a few rituals. There are very few practicing Brahmins. They thought they believed in God. Hence, they don't have to respect any human, whether they are Brahmins or non-Brahmins. They believed more in rituals and expectations of a great afterlife, befitting their status as a superior community, than humanitarian qualities and the need to relate properly to others in the here and now. My early exposure to non-Brahmins and much later my staying away from my culture for over a decade helped me see things in the right perspective. And my training in self-observation, self-remembering helped me in doing so without bias. I am not giving up on my duties as a Brahmin, enjoined upon me by my birth, but I will be doing them with a different perspective on life and certainly not with a superiority complex. Thank you.